All right, going into our winners finals match between Clan and Kaktuskumpelz 2000. The winner of this will move on to the grand finals. With the loser moving to the end of the loser's bracket to wait for a challenger from that side. Now let's take a look at the ship loadouts. First off, for Clan, we have the Pac-Man S Domination. Junker, piloted by Nietzsche's mustache. Left side light carronade mine launcher. Front Artemis. Right side Banshee. Their ally, the apt Get Victory. Piloted by Steamy Noodle. Left side Artemis Hades. Front Banshee. Right side Carronade. I need to take a look at this. Yeah. Other Junker. For their opponents, the Kaktuskumpelz 2000, we have the Emerge World. Piloted by Finks. A different name for this squid and a different build. Front Artemis. Right side Gatling. Rear Flare Gun. And finally, their ally, the Dragon's Rage. Watchafish, piloted by Zedian. Heavy Carronade Goldfish, left side Flamethrower, right side Flamethrower. So it looks like Kaktuskumpelz, same ship, a little bit different guns for this map. The Artemis on the front of the Emerge World is going to be very powerful against the dual Junkers. We saw a couple games ago with the Team Predators versus Clan. The Predators brought the more standard Gatling Banshee Squid, and the Gatling had a lot of difficulty piercing the Junker's high armor value. So instead, you see Emerge World bringing an Artemis on the front, opting to have some disable. You know, Junker has a lot of components that are highly clustered together, and that makes the Artemis very powerful. And if they're able to keep the guns disabled, they can, they can Gatling as much as they want. They don't need to worry about the light carronades or the mine launchers taking out their balloon. And you see them now getting multiple armor breaks on the Pac-Man S Domination, not taking any fire in return. Doing a good job keeping the Junker's guns suppressed with the front Artemis. Although it looks like they're peeling off. They might be I'm not quite sure about this position. In doing so, they've now released the Pac-Man S Domination with their hold. And actually the mine launcher now knocking them back towards them, keeping them in mine range. This is a bad scene. I think they were trying to peel off to maybe dual focus the app to get Victory. But in doing so, gave the Pac-Man S Domination enough time to rebuild their guns and do some damage. And at the same time, the Dragon's Rage is able to get the kill by themselves. So that seemed totally unnecessary. Now, Emerge World continuing to fall back. He's definitely afraid of those mines. Mines are very scary at close range. They do a lot of damage, especially once they start stacking up. And they also limit your mobility very significantly. Make it difficult to keep gun arcs. Make it difficult to try to flank, like, once you start getting mined, it becomes that much more difficult to get out of the mine range because you're unable to fly straight. Now, Appget Victory has spawned in, taking the Dragon's Rage's attention. Dragon's Rage is certainly going to knock out their balloon, try to isolate them, keep them isolated from their ally, while Emerge World is going to stick back to deal with the Pac-Man S Domination. And the Pac-Man S Domination does go down, already had a lot of damage on them. Didn't take too many shots of Artemis to finish them off. After get Victory, trying desperately to get out of this balloon lock of the Dragon's Rage. Don't think he's going to be able to, especially with Emerge World pulling forward to cut him off. And this is absolutely going to be another kill for the Kaktuskumpelz. And they do go down. Red team has spawned back in. They don't, considering the blue has a forward position into their spawn, they don't have anywhere to really run. So they're going to be thrown into a direct engagement. Ships are splitting off. Ships are splitting off in the same way. Emerge World going for the Pac-Man S domination. Going to be trying to keep their guns suppressed with that Artemis. Dragon's Rage at the same time, this time getting the worst end of the fight with the apt to get victory. Their balloon has taken a lot of damage. It's continuing to burn down. They might be losing it in just a moment here. Oh! An Emerge World getting dual focused. Apt get victory, moving in. Getting the kill on that blue goldfish. And now Clan has managed to turn around what looked like a disadvantaged fight for them. Oh, and Dragon's Rage he's gonna try to get away, but with no balloon, that's a tall order to make. Man, he's going to go down as well. So Clan managing to put 2 points on the board, a very decisive spawn side battle. They didn't come out of it unscathed. Pac-Man S domination, getting out with about 50% perma hull, so they will need to be careful if the Emerged World decides to focus them again. They'll have to be very careful about armor breaks. Junker doesn't have too much health to begin with, so going to have to be careful. And with blue team now spawning in, I do wonder if red's going to try to hold on to this defensive positioning that they currently have pretty far back in their spawn. I believe they do have the apt to get victory. Does have that Hades Artemis, so they do have a little more range than blue team. So by maintaining some distance between them and the canyons, they'll have a little bit of time to utilize those long-range weapons, put out a little bit of damage on their pursuance, set a few fires, just give them that much of an advantage before the close-range brawl starts. Merge World somehow getting spotted here. That's a crazy spot, considering all these clouds that were in the way. And the timing's also a little off here, I feel, for their charge. You see blue team moving in after the clouds have already left. If they had managed to sequence that charge just 20 seconds earlier, they would have full cloud cover and the element was a surprise. So it's a bit unfortunate that they've lost that. But they've still committed, so they are going to be moving into close range. Emerge World once again targeting the Pac-Man S domination. Pac-Man S domination had already taken about 50% damage. It's not going to take too many shots to finish them off. Oh, and they're just... Then they go down. Not able to rebuild the whole armor in time. And have to get victory once again, left alone. Heavy carronade from the Dragon's Rage is going to be a big problem here. The question is not whether or not they're going to get away, because they're not. The question is whether their ally can spawn in fast enough to interfere. And I'm not sure they're going to be able to. The armor's already going down. The balloon is already down. They're going to crash. They're going for a ram, missing. But I think with hitting the bottom of the map here, that missed ram from Dragon's Rage, a bit of a flub, but Pac-Man S domination spawning in just at the end, not fast enough to save their ally. And that does make a 5-2 victory for Kaktuskumpelz. They will be moving on to the grand finals. Clan, we will see it a little bit later in the losers finals.